Stall out them pint bottles out granny crib. I poured so much I ain't want to live. Told money then, shit we in the wind. I was in the hood when I clipped the bin. Since a young nigga I been ready. Went glass house on every Chevy. In this game I tried plenty settings. It's all or nothing how niggas been. Got sucker niggas, keep suckers with them. One of the reasons I ain't fucking with them. Trish Tech and some more than her. Guess she couldn't even afford a winner. I'm open late, don't need a scale, and it's always over. Sneak wishing well, I double down, slick shit to spell. Shawty know I don't kiss and tell. I'm faded, 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 faded. I'm faded, 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 faded. Hell, I'm faded, 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 faded. I'm faded, 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 faded.
Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube. Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Y'all ready, chat? Y'all ready, chat? Let's see, man. Where we at? Oh, man! Double tap the screen, shut a live out. What we doing this morning, chat? Double tap the screen, shut a live out. What we doing this morning, chat? We got Trump stopping all funding in the states for childcare. Elon ready to break the bank on the GOP. And we got Adam22 getting ready for his match, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. Chat, what's up with the sub counter, bro? Why is my sub counter not there? What's going on? Hold on, chat. Let me get this together, man. Why is my sub counter not on, bro? The hell is it at? All right, chat. But yeah, we got an action-packed episode. We got a lot to cover today. I know I didn't go live on yesterday. I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful start to the new year. Whether you just not getting out of bed or already on your way to work or at work, please double tap this screen and shut a live out. Do not gatekeep this channel. Do not gatekeep this channel. Share it to the last person you text or your timeline. Doesn't really matter to me. Let's get into it though, chat. We got a clip of Sneeko talking about, it's kind of weird about how Nick Shirley's getting pushed and promoted right now. We're gonna break that down. Also, we got the SBA is reviewing thousands of potentially fraudulent pandemic era PPP and EDIL loans approved in Minnesota. So they're gonna go on in there. We're gonna cover that. Lily Phillips, the girl who banged 1,113 men in 12 hours, has just gotten baptized. So we're going to cover that as well. And we got Aiden Ross with Brand Risk Promotions. He's having a boxing match, or is it boxing or MMA? I think it's boxing. He's having a boxing match between Adam22 and Jason Love. We know Jason Love is the guy who banged Adam's wife on camera when they were trying to run up that money, man. So now they're going to fight January 23rd. I'm not going to lie, Adam, if you take, we'll talk about that in a minute. Also, we got a Republican North Carolina Senate candidate, Lakeisha Austin. She's saying that she is the new Republican. She's the face of the new Republicans, man. I believe she is a Muslim. I see her. She has her head wrapped and all of that, face wrapped. Also, Will Smith has another lawsuit. Will Smith has been accused by musician Brian King Joseph of grooming him for sexual exploitation and firing him for filing a complaint about SA that allegedly occurred, man. Also, we got Austin, Texas back to pre-pandemic apartment rents down 21% since the peak of 2022. We'll cover that. Oh, and Pam Bondi, DOJ, they're saying that there were 5.2 million Epstein documents, man. They didn't know it was that many documents. We got some HUD. HUD reportedly uncovers $6 billion in federal assistance. Also, we got the silver charts. We'll go into the silver charts, couple miscellaneous clips, and yeah, we got an action-packed episode, chat. Double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. Whether you just now waking up or already on your way to work, man. You said 1,100. Why did she do that? Oh yeah. Why did she bang 1,100 people in 12 hours to go viral? I think she was trying to break the world record, go viral, make a ton of money. You know what I'm saying? That's why she did it. Obviously, she did it to make some money. Does she regret doing it? Probably, because she just went and got dipped in that water, man. She just went and got baptized, man. So we're gonna cover that here in a second, but let's get straight into it right here. This is somebody from the mainstream media. Who is this guy? This is a CBS analyst saying that they're going to be reporting more news from the average American's perspective. I think they are a day short, a day late and $1 short, man. They are a day late and $1 short if they think that this is what's going to help them turn it around.
Has changed since the first person sat in this chair, but for me, the biggest difference is people do not trust us like they...
Hold the fuck on. You said, do I ever sit down to pee to keep the spray off everything? No. God gave me a Johnson. I'm going to stand up. Listen, I'm going to stand up in the regular toilet. I'm gonna stand up by the urinal. I'm gonna stand up when I'm outside. If I'm gotta stand by a tree, I'm gonna lean on the tree. If I'm pissing next to a damn wall, I'm gonna lay my hand on the damn wall like this. Probably have my eyes closed if it's early in the morning. No, I'm not sitting down to pee because of some damn spray. And I don't want to hear, if I leave the toilet seat up, man, at least I left it up, man. You know, and it's not sprayed piss all on the seat, man. No, lift the toilet seat up. What am I lifting the toilet seat up for if I'm going, what? You sit down and piss, man? What's wrong with you?
Used to. And it's not just us. It's all of legacy media. And I get it. I get it because I've been hearing about it from just about everybody for more than 20 years as I've traveled America on this assignment or that. My mom's neighbors in West Virginia, my own neighbors in New York City. Thousands and thousands of conversations in between. Sometimes people want to talk to me about our coverage of NAFTA or the Iraq War. Other times it's all about Hillary Clinton's emails or Russiagate. Or more recently, COVID lockdowns, Hunter Biden's laptop, or the president's fitness for office. The point is, on too many stories, the press has missed the story because we've taken into account the perspective of advocates and not the average American. Or we put too much weight in the analysis of academics or elites and not enough on...
What's up, Damon? So he's saying that they put too much on the advocates and not the Americans. That's all you want. You want to get somebody up there with a damn face and a microphone or a megaphone in front of their face, out there standing on the little 1.5 foot podium, still equal to everybody, yelling, screaming about some shit we don't give a damn about. Let's be honest. We don't give a damn about it, man. And all y'all want to do is bring these people on, have them push their damn agenda, and don't care about how we feel as Americans, man. It's all about the organizations, the NGOs, and the damn dollars, man. Do y'all honestly think these people are getting these slots on these mainstream media shows for free, man? It's a little payola going on, man. I've been in the media long enough to know it's some damn payola going on. Do they invite some people over there? Yeah, that's what you call a little rub-a-dub-dub. Rub your back, I rub your back, you rub my back, and we bring you on to the news there. But other than that, the shit is payola, man. Payola, man. Whoever has that chicken, man, to push their agenda. We caught on, man. We caught on.
You. And I know this because at certain points, I have been you. I have felt this way too. I felt like what I was seeing and hearing on the news didn't reflect what I was seeing and hearing in my own life. And that the most urgent questions simply weren't being asked. So here's my promise to you. Today and every time you see me in this chair, you come first. Not advertisers, not politicians, not corporate interests. And yes, that does include the corporate owners of CBS. I report for you. which means
I bet he won't get up there and say, fuck this job, since he don't care about it. You just told us about all of this shit, about how y'all been pushing the advocates and shit. I bet you won't get up there and say, fuck this job.
tell you what I know, when I know it, and how I know it. And when I get it wrong, I'll tell you that too.
See, that's the difference. Everybody else either lost their job or walked out on their job that's really out here talking the way they want to talk, man. Like, Tucker got his ass up out of there, man. Even Don Lemon, Megan Cat, all of these people, Nick Fuente, all of these people that are out here opinions right now, got the fuck away from y'all, man. Got the fuck away from mainstream media, and now they're saying what the hell they want to say. Now, you think you're finna convince us that it's going to be equivalent. That it's going to be equivalent. You're going to get up there just as unfiltered as me and everybody else. No, you're not, man. It's cool. Nice try. We'll be hanging around waiting on it to see if it happens, but I don't believe it, man. I just don't.
It also means I'm going to talk to everybody and hold everyone in public life to the very same standard. After all, I became a journalist to talk to people.
Man, it does not look like he will talk to everybody. I'm just going to be all the way real, man. I don't think this guy will talk to everybody, because I wouldn't talk to everybody. That's the damn thing. Everybody likes to be like, oh, I'll talk to anybody. You'll talk to anybody when you feel like it. Now, people who go talk to anybody every single day of the week, they do this is what they do, that's different. I don't think this guy's talking to anybody at any given time. Straight up, man. People be getting on my damn nerves. Some people I just don't want to talk to. You know what I'm saying? I'll listen. But some people, we're too far gone. We're too far damn gone. Like, I'm not finna go back and forth getting a shouting match, man. It's just like your ignorant cousin that never wants to listen to anything. Everybody in here has an ignorant cousin, and your ignorant cousin's always trying to tell you this and tell you that. Like, you'll hear him out, but are you really talking to him, man? Like, are you really having, man, yeah, man, that's my ignorant ass cousin, man. We ain't gonna pay him no mind. We gonna listen to him, but we ain't gonna really pay him no damn mind.
I love talking to people about what works in this country, what doesn't, and not only what should change, but the good ideas that should never change. Telling the truth is one of them. I'm Tony DeCopel, the anchor of the CBS Evening News.
Okay, Tony DeCopel. We'll be tapping in with you, Tony DeCopel. All right, chat. So we finna get move on. We got a lot to cover before we get into the actual news. This is Pam. This is Pam on Martin, man. She's saying that everybody in the crowd did not want Martin and Gina together because Gina was light skinned. So she's saying even back, hell, when did Martin's come out? In the 90s? She's saying even back in the 90s, man, when Martin was out, it was a damn colorist revolution going on, if that's what y'all want to call it, man. The dark skins was hating on the light skins. The light skins was hating on the dark skins, the red bones. She's saying that the studio audience, the live studio audience, was mad that they picked Gina to be a light-skinned woman to be with Martin, man. Crazy. Let's see.
That reverse colorism happens as well.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
And I remember Tisha, she would cry sometimes. It would be so.
That's what I don't get about a lot of these creators, and not even creators, like a lot of just people in general with the black love shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, black love is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Black love is beautiful. But how the hell is we going to have colorism inside of black love? It's like, damn, I thought it was, at first it was just black love. Okay, y'all got the black love. And then they break it down into subgroups. Like, hey, look, no, this black love shit, it's not just as cut and dry as you think, man. It's some colorism shit going on over here, man. Some real colorism shit going on. Crazy. Listen to this lady, man.
With Tisha, what people don't realize, that reverse colorism happens as well.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
And I remember Tisha, she would cry sometimes. It would be so bad because we had a live studio audience. Mm-hmm. And the girls, the black girls would come in and they were there for Martin. You know, and that was Martin, like this Def Comedy Jam and stuff. So it was that kind of crowd that would come to our shows. Yeah. And they would laugh so hard, they would bang on the floor like we hear. It was just crazy from the laughter of the audience. Right. And every time, with the whole first season, every time Tisha would walk out, all you hear was, they would not laugh at her jokes. Wow. They treated her
Just sour, man. Sour. One thing about it, one thing for sure, two things for certain, man. Women can be sour, boy. When they don't like some situation, bro, they can't even hide this shit. I'm just gonna be all the way honest. They can't even hide this shit, man. Like, my mom was kind of like that too. Like, my mom, if she didn't like something or someone, she didn't have to say a word. You would know it off the rip. Like, off the rip. My mom was the kind of woman, like, she didn't F with a lot of people, and she was not shy about letting you know she didn't F with you, man. Straight up.
Horribly.
That's crazy.
And I was treated fine because, you know, you would think they would be me because I'm going back and forth with him. But no, they did not want Martin having a girlfriend.
Wow.
She just so happened to be light skinned.
Yeah.
You know, the way we used to crack on Tisha about being light skinned, oh my God. It was bad. So we have jokes, but my relationship with that show was never ever, those jokes were never written from malice. It was written from.
Hey, y'all want to know who I think the new age Pam is? Y'all know what's the show? Damn, what's that show? The black lady off of Shameless. She reminds me, the black lady off Shameless reminds me of her. They're very similar in, you know, character to me. You know what I'm saying? What's the black lady off Shameless? The one that married the real big white dude, man. Y'all know Shameless, Frank Gallagher and them, man. They ran the damn bar. What was the black girl, the lady's name? They remind me of each other.
Who's got the best
Who's
joke?
got the best shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they remind me of each other, man. That's crazy how, like, you can see times change. All right, chat, we got Will Smith, man. What the hell is going on with Will Smith right here? Let me read this. All right, let's pull it up, man. Let's see what the hell is going on with Will Smith. Oh, my God, man. It's Tyler Perry, Shannon Sharp's, the Kanye's had his this year. It's like, dang, man, like nobody can breathe, bro. It's not safe. Ever since Cat Williams did their interview, it's not safe. And then Will Smith has a lot going. Like, he had his son out there with the castle on his head. You know, his wife's banging August Alsina. He done slapped Chris Rock, but didn't slap the guy that was banging his wife. I don't know, Chad. This shit, it's a lot going on with this dude, man. All right, let's read the article. This is from Newsweek. Musician Brian King Joseph has accused actor and rapper Will Smith of firing him for reporting an sexual assault that occurred on his tour, according to the complaint obtained by Newsweek, and for grooming him for sexual exploitation. In a lawsuit filed in California on Tuesday, Joseph said he was fired a few days after he reported that he returned to his hotel room to find that someone had entered it and left a sexual message. Joseph said he reported the incident to hotel security and tour management, but he was accused of lying. My client, Brian Joseph, is a former America's Got Talent star violinist who was hired by Will Smith to go on tour for his new album. There's a lot of information that will come out as a part of the litigation process we are not able to share at this time. Brian was very close with Will prior to the termination and was headlined in one of the concerts. Jonathan J. Deslat, Joseph's attorney, told Newsweek. The incident allegedly occurred on Smith's Based on a True Story tour. The lawsuit alleges that on or about March 20th, 2025, while staying at a hotel in Las Vegas for a scheduled tour performance, Joseph found evidence that an unknown person had unlawfully entered his room. The evidence included a handwritten note addressed to the plaintiff by name, which read, "Brian, I'll be back no later than 5:30. Just us," that drew a heart. Stone F. Among the remaining belongings were wipes, a beer bottle, a red backpack, a bottle of medication, and other individuals' names, an earring, and hospital discharge paperwork belonging to a person unbeknownst to plaintiff. Dale Shad said Joseph feared that an unknown individual would soon return to his room to engage in sexual acts with him. The lawsuit also alleges Smith was grooming and priming Joseph for further sexual exploitation since they met in 2024. Dale Shad alleged that Smith told Joseph, "You and I have such a special connection that I don't have with anyone else." Dale Shad said Smith also used other similar expressions indicating his closeness to the plaintiff. Facts strongly suggest that the defendant, William Carroll Smith II, was deliberately grooming and priming Mr. Joseph for further sexual exploitation. The sequence of events, Smith's prior statements to the plaintiff, and circumstances of the hotel intrusion all point to a pattern of predatory behavior rather than an isolated incident. Delshad said he believes his client believes Smith was involved in the decision to terminate him. This shit is crazy. What happens next? Joseph is asking the court for special, general, and compensatory damages, punitive damages, reasonable attorney fees, expert witness fees, and other litigation expenses pursuant to law. Injunctive relief where the court deems appropriate. The total amount of damages is determined by the jury. All other relief the court deems appropriate. So that's what's going on with Will Smith right now. He's in trouble. It's not looking too good for Will Smith, man. Like I said, August Alsina was over there long stroking his wife. He slapped Chris Rock about it. He dropped that rap that didn't do pretty good. It's a lot going on with Will Smith right now. Hopefully he gets it together. Hopefully this is all just allegations. You said yeah, y'all double tap the screen. We need double tap the screen, shut a live out. All right, Terry. You have a good day, Terry. Yeah, double tap the screen, shut the live out. We are 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal, man. 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. That's what's going on with Will Smith. So while we're talking about Will Smith, we're gonna slide over here to Aiden Ross has an event on the 23rd. I'm not gonna lie, chat. If Leo doesn't have it in his Discord, Leo will probably have it in his Discord. We might just hang out with Leo over there and watch it in his Discord. But if not, we'll be in my Discord and we're gonna watch this shit right here, man. Aiden Ross is fighting Jason Love. I mean, Adam22 is fighting Jason Love. So Aiden Ross is hosting the event. This black bald guy right here ended up banging the girl to the far left, which is Lena the Plug. Lena the Plug is Adam22's wife. So the white guy on the left, the white girl on the left are married. They brought this black guy in to have intercourse with the wife on camera for loads of money to sell it and go viral. Now, I'm assuming that was her biggest shoot to date. Now they're gonna fight. They're gonna do a celebrity boxing match. Adam22 is gonna, I guess, try to avenge himself from cucking and letting this guy bang it. I don't know what good can come from this other than making some money and getting their names in the headlines. I just don't know, because it's like, if he beats you up, it's like, dang, he beat you up and he banged your wife and he got some money with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know, man. Adam22, the bar is set so fucking low for you right now as a man. It's like, I don't know, bro. Even if you beat him up, it's like, I don't know, bro. This shit is crazy. Let's see what they saying about it, man. What's this event? Is Adam gonna watch Jason bang his wife? That's the first comment. What is this event? Is Adam gonna watch Jason bang his wife? It's crazy, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. Celebrity match, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Will y'all be watching that, man? Will y'all be watching that? All right, chat. This is Lily Phillips right here. This is the girl. She banged 1,113 men in 12 hours, and now she has given her life to God. You know, she went and got baptized. I guess that's what she needed, man. It took her 113 cocks in 12 hours, and she went and got put in that water, man. She went and got baptized. Let me see if this has music on it. Yeah, it has music on it, so let me cut that music off. But yeah, this is Lily Phillips giving her life to God. You know, we all fall short of the glory of God. I'm just gonna be honest. We all do fall short of the glory of God. So I'm not gonna even put a but in there. I'm not even gonna say but. I'm just gonna say, well, this girl right here is giving her life to God after she banged 1,113 dudes in one day. So I'm here to ask the men, do you feel like she's born anew? Do you feel like she is born anew? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was, I can't even say your girlfriend or something. If this was a girl you were courting, right? and you met her, y'all are, you know what I'm saying, in church. You met her coming out of the church. She just got baptized, and you find out that she banged 1,113 dudes in 12 hours. Do you feel like this should atone for that? Do you feel like this should just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, do you feel like this should atone for it? Like this, are y'all giving her a pass? I mean, she went, got baptized, man, gave her life to Christ a few months after she took 1,113 poles, man, in 12 hours. So I'm not asking, is she forgiven? Like, of course, she gave her life to God. She got baptized. I'm asking for you. I'm asking for you. Would you continue to court her, man? Good Christian woman, gave her life to God. You know what I'm saying? Just got baptized. Good Christian woman, gave her life to God. She just so happened to bang 1,113 guys in one day. 1,113 guys in one day, man. You said God's eyes, she's a born again Christian. I'm not God. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I'm not God, damn it. In God's eyes, she is a born again Christian. I'm not God though. I'm not saying she's not a born again Christian. She is, but she's, to me, she still got that 1,113 bodies on her. Now, she is a born again Christian. She is. I'm not denying that, but she still got that 1,113 bodies in 12 hours, man. You can still throw a hot dog down the hallway in that bad boy. I'm just gonna be real, man. It's like, have y'all ever seen the NFL players running out of the tunnel before the game? Y'all ever seen the players running out of the tunnel where it's like the whole damn team, like 100 and some people, man? That's what I think about. I'm just gonna be all the way honest with you, man. I'm just gonna be all the way honest with you, man. Hold on, let me pull it up, Chad. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the video I'm talking about, man. Let's see. Let me pull it up, man. Let me pull it up. The hell is this? Alright, this is what it is. This is how it is, chat. Alright, here it goes. Yeah, when I think about that 1,113, man, I just this is the visual I get, bro. This is the visual I get, bro. That's the visual I get, man. I just know that thing's like a hallway, man. This is what when I think about 1,113 guys in 12 hours, this is just the visual I get, bro. Y'all see that big open in that hallway right there? That big hallway right there, man. It's a walkout, man. Straight up, man. And you see they got the saddle right there. You know what the saddle is, man. Straight up, Chad. I'm not gonna lie, man. You said my wife was with one guy before me, married for 40 years. I wouldn't do too much questioning, man. I'm just going to be all the way honest, man. Men, they don't be getting to asking too many questions and shit, man. If you got you one over there, man, she was with one man for 40 years, never stepped out on him, you got you one over there, man. You got you one over there. Don't do too much damn digging, though. I'm just going to be all the way honest. Don't. Keep it surface level, man. You get to doing your investigative discovery and shit, man, your stomach might turn out here, man. I'm just going to be all the way celebrating in the end zone, doing the damn gritty, man, the Dougie. Like, what are we talking about, man? But congratulations to her for giving her life to God. I hope she does turn a new leaf. But as far as dating and the dating market, she's rich, so I'm pretty sure she's not going to have a problem finding a guy. She's rich, you know, but 1,113 sausages thrown down that hallway in 12 hours is wild, bro. I don't think I've ever talked to 1,100 people in one day. I don't think there's ever been a day other than online and then like this, but like physically in real life, I don't think there's ever been a day in my life I have talked to 1,100 people. I'm just gonna be all the way real with you, let alone Wow. All right, this is Sneeko talking about Nick Shirley's rise to fame. So before we even get into what Sneeko's had to say, it's kind of the echoing the same thing that I've said before about creators blowing up. It's like you have industry plants, then you have people who are doing the groundwork, and either way it goes, they can flip the switch. They can flip the switch on the industry plant and blow them up immediately. Industry plant's a little different because their content's going to be, you won't really see an evolution of their content. The content's going to start off pretty damn good because they got everything they need. Industry plant, all the tools, all the editors, everything else. Then you have people who put in the work. They might be grinding it out for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and then they catch a moment. And when they catch that moment, the establishment turns the lights on. The establishment flips the switch, and it just goes crazy, ballistic, stupid viral. Just like with Nick Shirley's interview. Nick Shirley now has the most watched interview on Twitter in X history. The most watched interview in X history, 3 million on YouTube. Yes, Nick Shirley has been doing the work. He won the Independent Journalist of the Year award before he even did this Minnesota shit. So he was putting in the groundwork. He's been doing it for a few years. That now they're alleging that he's dirty macking. They're alleging that he's paying people to hold Biden signs and do all kind of shit. They are alleging that, but the track record's there. The work is there. He's been doing it for at least a year, year and a half, 2 years. He was doing something else before, I think, long story short, he's been here a year and a half, 2 years, couple years. He was already at 1 million subscribers damn near before they flipped the switch on him. So now he has access. Like before he had this viral video, he was already going to the White House and shit like that. So listen to what Sneeko says and compare it to what I just said. Like there are people, there's an establishment. The establishment can flip the switch on whenever they want. They have certain people that are plants that they plan on bringing them up just to flip the switch. Then they have other people who are independent doing their own grinding shit, but they can flip the switch on them too when it's time. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. Same thing in music, same thing on TikTok, same thing with a lot of these. Yes, there is organic growth, but the organic growth gets you so far and then they cut the lights on for you, man. Straight up. A lot of rappers and shit, they can do regional shows, 50 to 100 people, maybe 150, 200 people. But once that establishment, once the powers that be flip that switch on, put that money printer behind you and get you all this exposure, that 150 or that 50 to 200 people attending your shows turns into 1,000. That 1,000 turns into 5,000. Shit like that. That's what's going on.
They moved on from the Epstein list, and now they're talking about daycares in Minnesota. And now this guy, Nick Shirley, I'm not too sure about him. I spoke to him before. Nick Shirley's doing this podcast tour with all the Zio MAGA conservative influencers. And he's being pushed really hard by Elon Musk. He's being endorsed by J.D. Vance. He's going on PBD, who openly hates Muslims all the time. He's getting on Trump Jr.'s show, and Trump Jr. will be like, America first, but then also never talk about Israel or push to get the Epstein file.
That's the thing. He getting the same treatment, man. We've seen this happen. We've seen this happen on both sides. A lot of people called out Benny Johnson for this shit. A lot of people called out what's that guy named? Brian Tyler Cohen for this shit, man. A lot of people call out these creators that are putting in the work and then they just get that battery put in their back, and now you see them everywhere. Now you see Elon retweeting them, the White House retweeting them, politicians retweeting them, big tech retweeting them, NFL players, NBA players. It's like a coordinated effort. It's like a big circle,
Files release. It's a little bit strange, the push he's making. And then I see him say some talking points. He's like, yeah, I'm a virgin. I don't drink alcohol. I don't have any vices. I'm waiting until marriage. And I'm like, who does this sound like? Nick Shirley? Who does this sound like? And I don't think this is true. But if they did want a replacement.
I'm not going to lie. They saying Nick Shirley's a virgin too? Man, ain't no way, bro. Oh, he 23. He might be. Nick Shirley might not have got no ass, man. I'm going to keep it real with you. I think they be lying, but Nick Shirley might not have got no ass.
is speaking about Israel and who's clearly challenging the GOP right now and wreaking havoc all over American politics, then they would need somebody who replaces him, the great replacement, a young white guy in his 20s who is aligned with the Peter Thiel cabal, with the Zio Magatard group, the people who could talk about Muslims all day long and who are going to cry and scream and yell about Somalis, but when it comes to Epstein, they're fucking blind. It's strange. And so I do want to speak to Nick Shirley. I'll DM him. I think he follows me. I do want to bring him on stream and speak to him and see, I want to figure out what his intentions are and what's going on. Or if they gave him, what conversation they had behind closed doors, because this push happened really quickly. He has the most viewed X video of all time. It has like 3 million views on YouTube, but it's the most viewed video ever on X. Some of that stuff seems strange. So I want to go figure this stuff out. And, I did speak to him briefly before.
A lot of this shit does seem strange, but we gotta break this shit down on what's going on around the same time the Somali Fry comes out in Minnesota. Israel recognizes Somaliland as an independent nation. Somaliland has been trying to, I guess it's the north part, it's been trying to get away and be recognized as an independent nation since 1991. The UAE, since about 2018, has been pumping money into it. The UAE has recognized Somaliland and accepted their passports and visas for a while. Now Israel is doing it. And it's around the same time that we have the concerted effort to, tear down the Somalis in America with the waste, fraud, and abuse that they're alleging is going on. I think that it's a connection, man. It's a connection. Also, Somaliland said that they will take the 1.5 million Palestinians. Come on, chat. Let's just get real here. Then they said Somalia has found all of these oil deposits and gas deposits over there. It's a lot going on with this, the timing of everything. That's why I try to tell y'all the timing of everything. When we look at it individually or isolated, it might not mean much. But when we look at it together and layer the timing over it, it becomes a lot more substantial. Becomes a lot more important. It's a lot more to look at. I'm gonna do a deep dive on that later on, but I think it has a lot to do with that Somaliland connection and them being recognized. They've been trying to be recognized since about 1991 from my research. All right, chat. This is the lady I was telling y'all about. Her name is Austin, Lakeisha Austin, and she says that she is running unopposed. She's running unopposed GOP primary, man. Unopposed GOP primary in North Carolina.
I know that I have been seeing a lot of people with hesitation about...
New face of the Republican Party, man. This is the new face of the Republican Party down there in North Carolina.
Republican. I know that I have been seeing a lot of people with hesitation about the party that I choose to represent, just because, growing up, you pretty much do what your family does, what, their beliefs.
Oh, you said, where's the files from the Leering Center? I don't know what's up with the Leering Center, the Leering Center's files, but the other daycare, the one that started, I think, with the N, this something, I don't know. But they said that the guy that had the chrome heart glasses on, the chrome heart joint, they said that they got broken into. They tried to break in through the Family Dollar, then they came around, ended up breaking through the center blocks in the kitchen, went straight to their office and stole all of their documents, man, all of their enrollment data, everything else, man. But as far as the Quality Leering Center, I don't know. I don't know what's up with their documents. I don't think they've said that they lost theirs. They haven't said they lost theirs.
As far as your party, but like I said, I am matured in my own revelation of what the Republican Party represents, and it looks like me. It's just the ideology of the Democratic Party. I just have gotten away from some of those narratives, and I feel that the Republicans have a better viewpoint in which the direction that the United States and North Carolina, especially Durham, should be in. I am a Republican. I know that I have been seeing a lot of people with hesitation about the party that I choose to represent just because, you know, growing up, you pretty much do what your family does, what, you know, their beliefs are as far as.
Crazy, man. So that is the unopposed this is the unopposed. Oh yeah, she's running an unopposed GOP primary, man. She's running for senator of North Carolina, man. Running for senator of North Carolina in an unopposed GOP primary. So we'll be watching that closely over there in North Carolina. All right, chat, let's move on. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. We are 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. We go live every single day over here talking politics, entertainment, and current events, man. If y'all having a good time this morning, press 3. Let me know y'all in here this morning in the live. All right, chat. This is a fake diploma group in India. Authorities say the number of forged documents could exceed 1 million. And some people with these diplomas have been found to work in the West. So you can get a diploma for damn near anything in India, man. You can get a damn diploma for whatever over there. Look, chat. Look at all these damn diplomas and shit. Oh, that job says you need a 4-year bachelor degree, $199. Oh, you need 8 years. You need 8 years experience or equivalent education, man. $283, man. Oh, you need a high school diploma so you can go $59.99, man. Look at all these damn documents. Them boys was getting it in. Look, he's scared, he's sad, and he's sad. So it look like everybody else happy. What the hell is he smiling for? Oh, they pointed at him. So it was you. It's y'all too. That's a lot of documents, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. That's a lot of documents. I don't know what he's saying, man. I don't know what that guy's saying. But that's all the damn documents, Chad. What do y'all think this is worth, man? How much do y'all think they were paying for a black market 4-year degree, man? How much do y'all think they were paying for a black market 4-year degree? Best answer in the chat gets a shout out. Best answer in the chat gets a shout out. How much do y'all think they were paying for a 4-year degree, man? All right, chat, let's move on. I got this one miscellaneous clip before we get into the news. This will be the last clip. This woman right here done stole the damn car on accident, and I'm just gonna keep it all the way real, chat. I don't think she would have got these privileges had she not been an OG. Had she not been of a certain age, man, or certain whatever, man, I don't think she would have got. If it would have been me, put it to you like this, it would have been me or someone on the younger side, man. I think she might be high too. Listen. This lady gonna tell us that she's been driving this stolen car. She pulled up at her mom's house and she thought it was her mom's car. She just gets in this bad boy and she's been driving it for like 3 days and they pull up on her like, hey, you got a stolen car. It's crazy.
So, and there's video of it.
Did I take the wrong car? No. Oh my God.
How would you have taken
No, yeah, that wouldn't work, would it?
Bobby, ma'am,
Yeah.
hold on, listen.
No,
Listen, time out. Before the case officer comes up and chats you, I'm not writing anything. Okay. There's a big difference between being honest and taking responsibility for. Hold on, let me finish. And what's going on, okay? Because obviously, if this is you're like, oh yeah, that's my mom's stuff in there, everything like that. I'm guessing everything in there isn't your mom's stuff, since I just read who the RO is, the registered owner.
Okay.
So he's gonna. What's going on? Let's be honest.
I'm totally honest. I don't know what you're getting at. I mean, I could have. The first time I drove the car was when I flew in Friday at night. The next morning, we had a bunch of stuff to do.
What's your brother's name?
John.
So where? What he gave you the car?
No, he didn't give me the car. It was parked at my mom's house. He got the car for my mom. But
Where's the keys to the car?
You said I'm against Iran and feminists. I really don't give a damn about Iran. I'm just gonna be all the way real. Never been there, probably won't never go there. I do understand that we got some conflict to brewing with Iran, but I don't hate Iran. I mean, never been there, probably will never go there. And you said, and I hate feminists. Feminists do a little too much sometimes. I'm just gonna be all the way real. Like the basic outlook of what feminism is supposed to be, okay, cool, whatever. But the shit that we've gotten today, yeah, I don't know what the hell that is.
you know, it's one of those things that when you get in it, it automatically starts. Look at all these keys she has on here. And I went to get a battery. I had to get a new battery for a car because it wasn't working. Oh, God.
Tell me about your brother.
My brother, he lives up in Northern California.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on just for a second. So, here's a possibility. She's up from California. She borrows mom's car. The garage door has a label on it. Mom's car has a label, so she has these keys. She goes out from Fred Meyer's, gets in the car, drives off, and she's been driving this car ever since.
So she thought it was mom's car. Could happen. I mean, she doesn't.
I wonder if his key, you might want to ask her if she get permission. You might find the other set of keys in the car, and that's why it keeps starting.
Yeah.
Because the keys are in the car.
I'm gonna guess that's very plausible.
Yeah, this doesn't even lock it.
I've been buying batteries for garage.
Here's what I'm gonna guess. This is what I'm gonna guess. The owner of the car left the keys in his car. These keys don't go to this car. My guess is you hopped in the car thinking it's mom's car. His keys are in the car, which will allow it to start. Did you realize that the car isn't locking?
Yes, that's why I've been buying batteries.
Yeah, it's not that. It's because these keys don't go to this car.
So how can it, where's her car at?
Your car is probably still at Fred Meyer's where you left it.
Man, listen, I would tell you, Karen Susie best sound like she's off some damn downers. Do you hear me? It sounds like she might have had a little champagne and a football chat, maybe a 2 milligram Zanny bar and a mimosa at this bad boy. Man, I don't know, Karen. It sounds like you a little, yeah. Are you okay to operate that damn vehicle, Karen? You might have been a little sleepy because you just flew in, but for 3 damn days you ain't been able to lock this car and you think it's the right damn keys you got? The hell was you doing?
Yesterday or today? When did you go out from Fred Meyer's? Was it yesterday or today?
We've been going every day. Every time she needs something.
Did you find the keys? So his keys are in the car. You've been driving the wrong car for however long it's been. These keys are mom's keys.
Yeah.
They don't go to this car.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What is in the car that is yours? Hold on.
Her sunglasses and...
Hold on.
She said she kept going to Walgreens to buy batteries for the damn clicker because the clicker wasn't working. So she keep going to Walgreens buying batteries for that bad boy. Yeah, Karen, I'm not going to lie. She might be lost, bruh. Like, I mean lost, bruh. Like, in the clouds, dude. What was that blimp that they used to have, bruh? What was the little blimp? The little famous blimp that used to go, was it a Michelin? Was it the little Michelin blimp? Which blimp was it? Blockbuster. I think it was the Blockbuster blimp, bruh. She might have a Blockbuster blimp head, man, doing some shit like this. I'm not gonna lie.
That is yours. Hold on.
Her sunglasses and...
Hold on. We'll grab. What? Just tell me what.
See that thing that says gate?
The
on
gate?
it? Yeah, she needs that remote.
Okay.
Can we get her a courtesy ride back to Fred Meyer to get her car?
Yes, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, it's the Goodyear blimp. Yeah, she might have a Goodyear blimp head, man, doing some shit like this.
I can't let you go in the car, man, but I can grab stuff out. Okay. And these things? Who can drive her up? Okay. You're gonna go with...
Y'all talking, saying, dude, Goodyear like Goodyear and the Goodyear blimp at the same damn color as Blockbuster was, man. I feel like that's a honest mistake right there. Them bad boys was the same color, wasn't it? Let me see. Goodyear blimp. This bad boy. Yeah, they the same damn color, man. I feel like that was an honest mistake. Getting a Goodyear blimp mixed up with Blockbuster, bro. I think that's an honest mistake, man. They was the damn near the same color, bro. Damn near the same color, bro. All right, chat. Let's get into the news, man, and see what's going on. Let's get into the news, man. We had a good morning warm up, man. We had a good morning warm up, seeing what was going on around. You know what I mean? Around the tube, man. Around the tube. But look, chat. We're 20 subscribers away from 42,100. What the hell is going on? Are y'all asleep? Y'all just looking around, twiddling your toes? I need to know, chat. I need to know. We need some likes in here. We need some new subscribers. We need some energy in here, chat. Like, I don't know, man. I had a good night's sleep. I woke up a little energy. I don't think y'all... Are y'all still hungover? Be honest, chat. Are y'all still food drunk from all the damn food you ate yesterday? Are y'all still drunk? What's going on, man? What's going on, chat? Let's see, man. Let's get into the news, though, man. This is something about HUD. HUD uncovered a lot of fraud. Let's see what's going on with the HUD fraud.
I had a crazy idea.
Hold the hell on. Let me see this. Let me get my damn camera together. Let me get my camera together, because it ain't no reason. This shit is up this damn high. Alright, bet. There we go. Now we're gonna get us to the ad-free version, right? Quick chat, and then we'll get into the news. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. We are 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. We go live every single day over here.
A new housing and urban development report finding that under the Biden administration, billions of dollars in federal rental assistance went to ineligible recipients, including dead people. Fox Business correspondent Max.
Happy New Year, Sid.
Hi, Max.
Hey there, Taylor. Well, HUD Secretary Scott Turner claims that around $5.8 billion in federal rental assistance was potentially sent out in error in 2024 under the Biden administration. This included about $77 million in payments to around 30,000 dead tenants. About $150 million was paid out to people with non-existent social security numbers, and around $288 million was paid to support excessively high rent. But according to HUD, the vast majority of these incorrect payments, $5.2 billion of them, were made to people with inactive SAM.gov accounts, the government website where people can register for assistance. The payments being scrutinized fall under two programs: tenant-based rental assistance and project-based rental assistance. Project-based rental assistance subsidizes housing units so low-income individuals can afford them, with the government paying the property owner. Then tenant-based rental assistance goes directly to the person in need. In total, HUD sent out about $50.4 billion in rental assistance payments in 2024 to more than 204,000 individuals. The potential error flagged by HUD would make up for around 11.5% of these payments. Secretary Turner said in a statement, HUD will continue investigating the shocking results and will take appropriate action to hold bad actors accountable. We reached out to former HUD Secretary Marcia Fudge and her former Deputy Secretary Adrian Todman for reaction to the report, but have not heard back. Meanwhile, the U.S. continues to struggle with a shortage of affordable housing. According to the National Low-Income Housing Coalition, no state has an adequate supply of affordable rental housing for the lowest income renters. And nationwide, there's a shortage of 7.1 million rental homes available to renters with extremely low incomes that are at or below the federal poverty line. In its 2026 priorities, HUD outlined that it wants to meet these affordable housing needs in part by cutting down on fraud, waste, and abuse. Taylor, back to you.
Max, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Are we more angry that this is just big government in the housing? Are we angry that most of this fraud is going to New York, California, Washington, D.C.? Are we more upset that it's going to dead people? Where do I begin?
I'm really upset it's going to dead people, and all this fraud even happens because here's why. It's so easily avoided. In this digital age, we should have digital checks and balances.
There you go.
Go out, Social Security check, a HUD assistance check. Is that person dead? There should be a death certificate in the system that matches up with a Social Security number. It's very straightforward. If we can figure out blockchain and cancer immunotherapy.
That's where we go, chat. It's always subtle. It always sounds like a solution. It's always subtle and it's always sounding like a solution, man. But he's gearing us up to have everything connected. Social Security, connected to your job, connected to your social media account, connected to your diet, connected to your heart rate from your damn Apple Watch, connected to your location data from where you done drove your car, connected to your sleep pattern, connected to, they want everything connected. And it's little subtle shit like this, man. I mean, of course, this is a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse, but the way he's speaking on it, say this shit for real, man. Say y'all want total control, man. Say y'all want to lock this motherfucker down. Just say it. Say it, man.
Therapies, we should be able to figure out an accounting system for where government and tax dollars
Yeah,
go.
but should the check go out? I mean, $50 billion for rental assistance? I mean, I know it makes me sound like a bit of a Scrooge here, but government is not a charity. Government is a gun.
Yeah.
And its role is not to provide you with food, healthcare, education, medicine, everything. It's cradle to grave, once again, entitlement state. So I'm, for one, no more subsidies. And I think what
You said explain. They want total control, and there's not much more to explain. If you just sit back and look at the projects of what's doing, like listen to people like Larry Ellison and people like that, like they want places with so much security that people would be scared to step off to spit on a damn sidewalk. Can't even spit on the sidewalk. Look at the UK. They showing up knocking on people's doors about tweets and posts and shit. Right? Look at what Elon is saying, that what Bill Gates and them want to do. They want to put these satellites in space so they can be able to cover and monitor every square inch of the earth 24/7. They're not hiding it, man. These people are hiding it. You know what I'm saying? The ones who are building the infrastructure and setting this shit out, they're not hiding it. Nobody's listening to them, though. Nobody cares. Everybody wants to listen to the guy up there with the damn whatever company logo by his shit, talking about we need this, we need that. Nobody wants to listen to what the fuck's actually gonna happen, man. They're gonna shut this bitch down, man. Shit's getting real biblical over here, man. If you ask me, it's getting real biblical over here. You won't be able to buy or sell without some going on, man. And we know what that leads to, man. Let's just be real here.
you would find, once government stops subsidizing things like rental, those prices will come down. They won't go up, they'll go down, making them more affordable for everyone at every economic strata.
I don't even know where to begin. This shouldn't even exist, this funding program.
There you go.
It should not exist. But I heard Alex Berenson, the journalist on Kudlow yesterday, and within Medicaid, for example, that they've tried to expand the definition of like mental health care to include housing services. And one, I mentioned Medicaid as being, I would say, most dangerous federal program. It's state and federal, but rough, I think, if you look at California, about more than 60%.
Whoever this anchor is right here is having a rough morning, lady. I just listened to you talk for a little minute and don't know what the hell you said, man. She's having a rough morning, man.
Of the funding from the federal government. I just wanted to note that California 2 years ago, for Medicaid for elderly people, for long-term care, so elderly people who want to go into...
Shit. Damn, lady, you should have prepared a little bit this morning. She was running late, wasn't she, chat? Damn, they gave her them notes late. Like, she don't even know what the hell she talking about, and she's reading this shit, bro. Like, what? The hell is going on?
California got rid of the asset test. Medicaid's supposed to be for low-income, disabled. So
Yeah, bro. She that moonshine had to get to her allegedly, man. I don't know, man. If her head's spinning right now, her stomach's weak or whatever, man. But shake back, lady. Shake back. I'm gonna need you to get this shit together, woman. Cause I just listened to you talk for like 30 seconds and have gotten nothing from it. Nothing.
They made it easy for wealthy people to get taxpayer money, services, from not just the state, but the federal government.
Virgil, who the fuck is you telling to get a real job? Bruh, I just worked 12 hours yesterday on fucking New Year's, and you telling me to get a real job? Virgil, you come in here every day, bro. What's to you, man? Don't do this. Don't do this this morning, Virgil. Today can be the day, Virgil. Don't do this, man.
Federal taxpayers were
Oh, I thought you was talking to me.
bearing most of the burden to finance rich people going into nursing homes. It blew out the number of people on the program, and so now they've had to reverse it, and they just starting tomorrow. There's an asset test back in place in California. I think it lasted 2 years. That's what a disaster it was. But the reason that the Medicaid is such a disaster is because the states implement these rules, but the federal taxpayers are on the hook. And I'm not even getting into the Medicaid expansion for under Obamacare, but this is an abomination what California did. Ask anybody about it. They aren't even aware that you could just be a rich person with a $50 million house. Didn't matter. You could get on being a nursing home. I'm the taxpayer down.
Quick thoughts, Jeff?
This is a big country with a lot of complexity.
Yeah.
And we try to fix things, and they never totally get fixed. But that's, I'm not justifying fraud, waste, and abuse.
Somebody got some damn sense over there, man. At least this guy got some damn sense to say it. Like, let's be honest. She's saying that these people are over here in a $50 million home, right? And that they're still getting paid off the taxpayer bill and shit like that. Listen, I don't know if that lady's dealt with that shit like this, but depending on how the insurance and shit is, they will try to get your grandma, OG granny lady in that $50 million whatever to sign over her shit, man. Let her go in that nursing home over there and have to go to the hospital, man, and get some long-term care, man. They gonna be trying to get your grandma to sign that $50 million bad boy over to them in that hospital, man. I don't know, if she's ever dealt with some shit like that. They will try to get you to sign that bad boy over, man.
A certain amount of that, given the complexity of what we face, is probably inevitable. But I'm not at all saying that we shouldn't pursue it.
Yeah.
And try to root it out.
Maybe AI will help us get all the, like, I think of the blockchain. I think
to Lou's point,
See it? There you go. AI, the blockchain. What are they doing? They want to digitize everything. They want to put all of this shit on the blockchain, man. And I'm pro-crypto. But crypto has its motherfucking place, man. I'm just going to be all the way real here, man. They want to use something probably like a quant in a ledger to probably layer this shit. Now you got AI. You can, quant has what? What does that quant do? They can pull things from all different... damn, I haven't taught quant in a while, but they could do something like quant in their over ledger. You know what I'm saying? Use one system for this certain thing, one system for that certain thing. We'll talk about that in the Discord later, man. But I'm not with the AI over none of that, man. I'm not down with none of that shit, bro. Not putting it all together. Now I understand that they say that can tackle the waste, fraud, and abuse. It can, but if we not even an if. It's not even a damn if, because the hacks are going to happen. When a motherfucker hacks one thing, they're going to be in everything. They're going to be, we just seen the UK try to do it. The UK tried to put all of their important shit in one centralized place, and the motherfucker got hacked 2 times before they even went live, and they still went live with it. That's what we finna do over here, man. And we always talking about the Chinese hackers and the North Korean hackers and shit like that. Man, we're going to be giving them this shit on a platter. Giving them this shit on a platter. And they already over here. They probably helping build the damn infrastructure, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. We might be fucked, Chad. I'm not gonna lie, Chad. We might just be fucked. Oh yeah, we do have a live poll down there as well, chat. Will y'all be voting this year? Will y'all be voting this year in the midterms, chat?
Justice Department lawyers are now working around the clock to comb through more Epstein files for public release. That's according to the department's Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, who tweeted.
Who got a kitty? I don't got no kitty. That's this chair, man. That's this squeaky ass chair. Need a little WD-40. Need some WD-40 on this. Ain't no animals over here, Caitlin. Ain't no animals over here, man. I'm just gonna be all the way real. You have to put some animals outside, man. That's a squeaky chair, man. A little WD-40 will do me right, though.
Did yesterday that the department is recruiting more lawyers to assist with this work. That news came hours after both the New York Times and Reuters reported that the DOJ has as many as 5.2 million pages of files left to go through. This will extend the complete release of the files well beyond the legally mandated December 19th deadline, which has come and gone. So far, many of the disclosures have been heavily redacted, as we've been reporting. Joining us now is former Assistant Manhattan District Attorney Catherine Christian. She's
I'm just sitting here looking at that staggering number, 5.2 million Epstein documents. Thank you, Najee. 5.2 million. It went from nothing credible, there is nothing, to truckloads of shit, to stopping talking about it. Now we got the Somali fraud, and we're coming back to the Epstein files. Like, what day is Bill supposed to testify? Him and Hillary were supposed to testify on the 18th of last month. When is Bill Clinton's testimony? What day is he supposed to testify, man? It's scheduled to appear on December 17th. We're past that. Where the hell is the next day? We're past that. December 17th passed. Okay, January 13th. Bill Clinton's testimony is scheduled for January 13th. The date was set by the House Oversight Committee after delays due to scheduling conflicts, including a funeral cited by Clinton's legal team. Oh, man. The committee emphasized that in-person attendance is required, rejecting arguments for written statements, and warned of potential contempt proceedings if the deposition is not attended. So Bill got to go on the 13th, man. I'm just going to be all the way real, man. They said they had to go to a funeral. It's crazy, bro.
Also an MS Now legal analyst. Catherine, how do you see Blanche's comments that the DOJ is trying to enlist more manpower here?
Oh, you said what is that going to change? If Bill Clinton might get up there and spill the fucking beans, man, I'm just going to be all the way real with you. See, Bill Clinton just said he attended a funeral. That's why he couldn't go to the last one. We watched Bill Clinton get up there with Gavin Newsom on that damn interview. Bill didn't look too good, man. They were saying Hillary was in and out of the hospital as well, you know. That's what was the last reports. Now, what did Bill's legal team say? When all of those pictures came out, remember, the House Democrats were releasing all of those pictures up until the day they did the latest Epstein file dump, right? They were releasing picture after picture. Who was all the pictures that were going viral was what? Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton in the tub. Bill Clinton on the chair in the dress. Bill Clinton on the plane. Bill Clinton standing in line. It was all Bill Clinton going viral. Bill is what they were doing. And what did his team say? Like, look, man, we don't got nothing to hide, but we going to ask y'all this. Don't put out half the story. Put out all that shit. Put out all the pictures. Put out all the text messages. Put out all the recordings. Put out all the testimonies. Put out all the videos. Put out everything. And it got real quiet. After nobody said shit. If y'all noticed that, after Bill put that shit out, everybody just shut up. It went to the Somali Minnesota fraud. If y'all want to be all the way honest. After Bill said put all that shit out, everybody just shut the fuck up. So we going to the 13th. Bill might just throw a wrench in the game, man, and go out with a damn bang, man. Bill might spill the beans, man. Let's just be all the way honest, man. He told them folks to put out all that shit. Now they talking about they got 5.2 million new documents over there, and it's gonna take them this time and time to go through, man. Bill got to testify on the 13th, man. Y'all got Bill fucked up. Bill fuck around, spill the beans, man. Go out with a fucking bang over here, man.
It's 5.2 million documents. You better believe it has to be an all hands on deck endeavor, because apparently this didn't start until December 19th, which was the deadline for them to release everything. And it's not shocking that there are 5 million plus documents. This was a decade of criminal activity. That's a lot of emails, a lot of financial records. There will be a lot of people who would have been interviewed. So that's a lot of witness interview documents. So the number is not shocking. You're going to have video surveillance and photos. What is shocking and surprising is that DOJ didn't know. The U.S. Attorney in the Southern District of New York knew.
They are lying! Bro, I hate this shit. God, this shit makes me so mad. They're lying. What you mean we didn't know? We heard this shit. We heard it. What do you mean? We heard about the burn bags. We heard about when they said it was no documents. They gave the thin ass folders, right? The thin ass folders to the YouTubers, bro. They gave them thin ass folders to the YouTubers. Okay, we got more coming. Then it switched, right? Then they said what? The Southern District of New York has been harboring all of those files, and we're going to get them right now. She said a truckload of evidence, bro. A truckload, man. Now here we are. 5.2 million damn documents later, bro. 5.2 million documents later. What the hell is going on? Why is my gimbal tripping? What the hell is going on? Now she talking about that they just didn't know about it. Man, hell no. I listened to Pam Bondi say that shit like 5 months ago, bro. Why are we here in January 2026 talking about they just didn't know about it? How the fuck did they not know about it? How did they not know about it when she told us about it 6 months ago, bro? I watched her say that shit, man. And they said it was at the Southern District of New York that they was holding it. We talked about it. We talked about James, what's the Comey lady? What's the Comey lady that messed up on the Diddy case? They was trying to say she was over. We had a whole damn 2-3 lives about it. Now they trying to say they didn't know the shit was there. Like the shit's not recorded. Like our mind doesn't move that damn fast, bro. They are banking on our minds to move so fast that we just forgot that they said they found this shit some months ago and got real quiet about it until Bill got up there and said, put all that shit out, man, before I get up there and testify.
And the Southern District of Florida knew. Why? Because they were the ones that did the investigation of Epstein. The Southern District of New York was the one that tried and convicted Ghislaine Maxwell. Her attorneys knew how many documents. So that's the only surprise, is that the Attorney General and her top managers were not aware of the breadth of the documents.
Certainly a surprise to many people. Blanche tweeted that the process was time-consuming because the DOJ has to, quote,
I'm just going to be real, bro. She said it was a truckload of documents, man. I think that's about 5.2 million documents, man. A truckload of documents seems like it would be upwards of millions of pieces of paper, man. It's going to be real. You could put a truckload, and now they saying she didn't know it was there. Let me find this shit, bro. Let me find this shit. I can't even find the clip no more, bro. They done scrubbed this shit, man.
U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi continues investigating the Epstein files and attempting to get a hold of the files that were never handed over from the FBI bureau in New York. The Attorney General Pam Bondi joins us now live on site. It's great to see you.
Great to see you.
Are you drowning yet? How many weeks in?
Just a few.
Just a few.
Let
me start with the Epstein case because there was an expectation that this was going to be bigger. You had the same expectation.
We all did. And the FBI handed over a couple hundred pages of documents. But, you know, Sean, I gave them a deadline of Friday at 8 a.m. to get us everything. And a source had told me where the documents were being kept. Southern District of New York, shock. So we got them all by, hopefully all of them, Friday at 8 a.m. Thousands of pages of documents. I have the FBI going through them, and Cash is also, now that we have Cash here, it's a game changer, of course, and Cash is going to, Director Patel, is going to get us a detailed report as to why the FBI withheld all of those documents.
Okay, I want to be clear because I think people got frustrated because they were expecting more. You were expecting more, and you didn't find out less than 24 hours before the release. You got a whistleblower that confirmed that there were way more documents that they were supposed to turn over, and then you found out just before that.
Well, sure, and you're looking at these documents going, these aren't all the Epstein files. You know, there were flight logs, there were names and victims' names, and we're going, where's the rest of the stuff? And that's what the FBI had turned over to us. And so a source said, whoa, all this evidence is sitting in the Southern District of New York.
Yep.
So based on that, I gave them the deadline, Friday at 8, a truckload of evidence arrived. It's now in the possession of the FBI. Cash is going to get me, and himself really, a detailed report as to why all these documents and evidence had been withheld. And, you know, we're going to go through it as fast as.
All right, that's enough of that.
But go through it very cautiously to protect all the victims of Epstein, because there are a lot of victims.
That was 9 months ago, bro. 9 months ago.
Justice Department lawyers are now working around the clock.
A decade of criminal activity. That's a lot of emails, a lot of financial records. There will be a lot of people who would have been interviewed. So that's a lot of witness interview documents. So the number is not shocking. You're going to have video surveillance and photos. What is shocking and surprising is that DOJ didn't know. The U.S. Attorney in the Southern District of New York knew, and the Southern District of Florida knew. Why? Because they were the ones that did the investigation of Epstein. The Southern District of New York was the one that tried and convicted Ghislaine Maxwell. Her attorneys knew how many documents. So that's the only surprise, is that the Attorney General and her top managers were not aware of the breadth of the documents.
Certainly a surprise to many people. Blanche tweeted that the process was time-consuming because the DOJ has to, quote, review documents in compliance with federal law. Does that hold up as a legitimate reason that this process has been so much slower and some would argue messier than had been mandated?
Well, the only real legitimate reason is you want to protect the identity of the survivors. And so that's a careful review. You're not just taking out their names. It's taking out any personal identifying information. Is that could anyone who knew them personally would say, oh, I know who that is. So that will take a lot of time, because you don't want to just release everything and then have survivors say, wait a minute, why is my name there? Why are my medical records have been released? So that's legitimate. What's not legitimate is their lack of knowledge of how many documents there were.
The Justice Department's rollout has been slammed by members of both parties. We had Republican Thomas Massie even ask his followers if Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, should be impeached. Realistically, Catherine, what happens if the DOJ officials aren't complying with the law here?
Realistically, no, she won't be impeached. They will argue, DOJ, we are complying, we're releasing documents, we just were not aware there was 5 million, and that's why it's taking us longer, and we need to protect the survivors, and that's taking us a long time to redact. That's why we have over 400 lawyers and FBI agents doing it. So realistically, there really will be no penalty that will have any meat against the Department of Justice. It's a lot of, Congress people saying they're going to do X, Y, and Z, but realistically, not much seriously is going to happen.
And speaking of those Congress people saying they're going to do X, Y, and Z, Senate Judiciary Committee ranking member Dick Durbin and Senator Sheldon Whitehouse sent a letter to the White House demanding answers about White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles' access to the Epstein files after she told Vanity Fair that she, quote, read the Epstein file. What do you make of that?
Well, that's a legitimate question. Why is the Chief of Staff involved in reviewing documents? And as we know, at the time that she gave that interview, there apparently weren't 5 million documents. So, and we should also remember, and I'm not a political analyst, who is in control of the Senate and the House. It's the same party as the White House. So you can send letters, you can make threats. It is a legitimate question, though, why the Chief of Staff had knowledge.
What she mean by
knowledge?
You can
so documents. So, and we should also remember, and I'm not a political analyst, who is in control of the Senate and the House. It's the same party as the White House. So you can send letters, you can make threats. It is a legitimate question, though, why the Chief of Staff had knowledge.
What does she mean by you can send letters, you can make threats? Like, where did that come from, Chad? Like, what? What's up with OG? Chad, what did I mean? Like, what is she talking about? You can send letters, you can make threats.
Read the Epstein file. What do you make of that?
Well, that's a legitimate question. Why is the Chief of Staff involved in reviewing documents? And as we know, at the time that she gave that interview, there apparently weren't 5 million documents. So, and we should also remember, and I'm not a political analyst, who is in control of the Senate and the House. It's the same party as the White House. So you can send letters, you can make threats. It is a legitimate question, though, why the Chief of Staff had knowledge.
Oh, she's scared. That's what she said. She's scared. She thinks they finna send her letters and some threats. That's what she's saying. Oh. All right, Chad. We finna get into this. Nick Shirley sat down with Patrick Bet-David. This is what Sneeko was talking about. Sneeko said was pretty he's pretty I ain't gonna say upset, but he's seeing that Nick Shirley's being pushed up by the establishment right now, man. We just gonna be all the way honest with it. Right now, Nick Shirley's in his bag. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I say when you are a industry plant, it's like you step in the game. But when you are grinding and then they flip the switch on for you, the establishment, it looks a little different. That's when you get that snowball effect, like when you catch a moment. Like Nick Shirley caught a few moments. Over the last year, he caught a few moments. But this Minnesota Somali fraud was a big moment for him, and we want to know why. Sneeko is saying it's because of the Epstein files, and it's because of Bill Clinton them having to go testify. Well, I ain't gonna say he said that, but I know that Bill Clinton's supposed to go testify on the 17th. He's saying as soon as this Minnesota Somali fraud came out, everybody got quiet about the Epstein files. We finna see what's going on though. We finna see what's going on.
Power of what social media does today. 23 years old, you go and find out for yourself. You're not waiting on ABC, CNN, CBS, any of these guys. You go ask questions. After asking questions yesterday, I believe it is, was it HHS?
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Najee.
if I'm not mistaken, they came out yesterday and they stopped $185 million of funding to Minneapolis because of the video you posted. So
No, because of the video Nick Shirley posted, they stopped funding to all states for child care, man. Straight up. They stopped funding to all states for child care. And they're going to have to reevaluate the situation. I don't know if they're going to put in some safeguards or what they're going to do, but they have stopped funding for all states in child care from Nick Shirley's viral video.
this, folks, this is a byproduct of what Nick Shirley did on December 26th. Go ahead, Rob.
I'm HHS Deputy Secretary Jim O'Neill. I'm here with Assistant Secretary Alex Adams. Alex oversees the Administration for Children and Families. Intrepid journalists have made shocking and credible allegations of extensive fraud in Minnesota's child care programs. We believe the state of Minnesota has allowed scammers and fake daycares to siphon millions of taxpayer dollars over the past decade.
My office, ACF, provides Minnesota $185 million in child care funds each year. That money should be helping 19,000 American children, including toddlers and infants. Any dollar stolen by fraudsters is stolen from those children.
Thank you, Too Strong.
Yesterday, I spoke directly with the director of the Minnesota Child Care Services office. She could not tell me with confidence whether those allegations of fraud are isolated or whether there's fraud stretching statewide.
Today, we have taken 3 direct actions against the blatant fraud that seems to be rampant in Minnesota. First, I have activated our Defend the Spend system for all ACF child care payments across America. Starting today, we require a justification, receipt, or photo evidence before we make a payment.
You can stop it right there.
Second,
So the idea is 185.
That's in Minnesota, but that's finna go everywhere. That's the safeguard. They want a photo evidence or a receipt. Yeah, and that's gonna build that case. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. You got the receipts and all of that. Now you know it's a different layer to that case that they're gonna be trying to build on these people, man. For all daycares, for all states is what's going on right now. It's not just, it started in Minnesota, but now a lot of independent journalists, I've seen them go out in Ohio, Washington State, Kentucky. I've seen them independent journalists do this at daycares in a lot of states. But yeah, you are right. Daycares do keep their doors locked, especially in 2025. Nick Shirley did go to one of those daycares outside of business hours. But do I think there's fraud going on? Yeah, for damn sure. For damn sure. If there's money to be made, somebody's making it. Right now, it's the Somalis, you know. They are investigating them. They're going back on the Somalis. See, this is what Nick Shirley opened. Now, y'all know that Biden extended the time frame to where he could go after people for the PPP and those kind of loans, right? So now that this is going on with the daycares, they've already came out and said, who is this? Who said that? Let me see. Let me not say they. Let me get to the nitty gritty. SBA Kelly, okay. This is from Kelly Loeffler. SBA Kelly over there on X. Over the last week, SBA has reviewed thousands of potentially fraudulent pandemic-era PPP and EDIL loans approved in Minnesota. Today, our agency took action to suspend 6,900 Minnesota borrowers amid suspected fraudulent activity. In total, these borrowers were approved for 7,900 PPP and EDIL loans worth approximately $400 million. These individuals will be banned from all SBA loan programs, including disaster loans, going forward. We will also refer every case where appropriate to federal law enforcement for prosecution and repayment. After years, the American people will finally begin to see the criminals who stole from law-abiding taxpayers held accountable, and this was just the first state. So that's what the can of worms Nick Shirley has opened, and Biden did extend that time frame to go through and prosecute people for those PPP loans. But yeah, like I said, do I think the fraud is going on? Yeah, damn right. I think it's going on everywhere, man. I think listen, one thing about when some scheming or scamming is going on, every group of people has their scheming and scamming, man. I don't give a damn what you are, what you call it, man. You name the group, I could probably tell you the scheme or scam that they're running or somehow, man. You just be honest with you. Let's just cut the bullshit, man. Cut the bullshit, man. Yeah. It's just right now, shit, it's being highlighted with the Somalis, and we want to know why. Why is it right now? Why did it just go, so crazy?
I'm gonna stop. Because you independently went out there, created this content, exposed it to everybody, and then allegedly, was it today that CNN came after you, or was it yesterday?
Yeah, today they put a hit piece out on me.
And when did they interview? When did CNN come and interview?
Yesterday.
Yesterday they did.
Yesterday I showed up at Quality Leering Center.
Is this the one?
Yes.
So this is you show up, you're in Minnesota yesterday.
Yes.
At the Quality Leering Center. We got to say it correctly. By the way, his sweater he's got on, if you guys want to purchase the sweater, we're going to put the link below as well to the Quality Leering Center. It's becoming a hot commodity. Rob, let's make sure you put the link below as well to support what he's doing here. But here's CNN. It doesn't look like they're happy for you doing their work. When they first came up to you, were they friendly? Were they nice to you? What was the approach that they took?
Yeah, the lady came up to me very friendly, and then she kept asking me these questions. I'm like, ma'am, you're defending fraud. Like, what are you talking about? Like, the issue wasn't what time I showed up to the daycare. The issue is that this building right here is receiving $1.9 million, and it's not even operating. And they're showing face right now while they're literally shuffling in kids, while the Commissioner of Children is saying the daycare was closed last week.
It's pretty wild. Okay, so play this clip, Rob. Go ahead.
This is MAGA YouTuber Nick
MAGA
Shirley.
YouTuber.
Back at a daycare in Minnesota, he alleged was a fraudulent facility in a now viral video.
If you are going to say this is a left or right issue.
I thought Nick Shirley said he was a centrist. Didn't we see Nick Shirley say he was a centrist one day? I think we did, chat, when we was watching one of his episodes. I think we saw Nick Shirley say he was a centrist, bro. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I don't know.
But no, fraud is fraud. So I'm not out here trying to put a twist on things.
Shirley's viral video, released over the weekend, in which he says he's uncovering tens of millions of dollars in fraud at Minneapolis daycares run by the Somali community, was retweeted by Elon Musk and Vice President J.D. Vance. In the video, Shirley tries to open locked doors and talk to people at various daycares he claims are frauds.
Did you come during their normal operating hours when you came to visit?
I came at 11 a.m., I believe, and I also came the following day, later in the day. The point of it is not whether or not I came at the right time of their operation hours. The point is that blacked out doors, they can't give you any information. You call that number, no one answers. I wasn't trying to go inside, and there should be a way for somebody to actually be able to call that number and somebody to be able to answer. These aren't real businesses.
But surely you don't think a daycare should just be unlocked. You shouldn't be able to just walk into a
There should
daycare.
be a reception.
No, every daycare is locked.
Their doors are locked. If
And
you
so,
go to a public
okay,
school
you
or
bring up a fair point. Then why can't they actually give me information how to enroll a child?
Federal law enforcement has been investigating fraud in Minnesota for several years. Both Attorney General Pam Bondi and FBI Director Kash Patel said on social media they've indicted dozens of defendants. DHS has posted multiple videos of agents they say are conducting a massive fraud investigation.
Do you think that federal law enforcement
Bruh, like, I'm just gonna be all
DHS
the
has
way
posted
honest,
multiple
what's up with the fucking attire, man? Like, this little strap patch police HSI shit, man, that they got on the back of this shit. It looks terrible, man. It looks low budget, man. It looks like they need somebody, man. All of this fucking money that they're spending, and this is how they show up. Look at this
videos
shit,
of
bro.
agents they say
That shit look like it's from Temu, bruh. No way that we got HSI Temu outfits out here, bro. And we're talking about all this waste, fraud, and abuse, bro. Like, look, I wouldn't even take him serious, bro. Like, look at that shit. Who's taking that serious, man? With that Temu ass police HS. I'm gonna think they trying to rob me, Chad. I'm just gonna be real, man. They come in with that Temu damn patch on thin as fucking paper, bro. I'm gonna think they're trying to rob me. Oh, y'all trying to run an okie doke, man. Y'all trying to run a damn okie doke, bro.
massive fraud investigation.
Do you think that federal law enforcement hasn't done enough? I mean, they would say, look, these fraud cases have been going on, but they've already done like 80 indictments. The cases have been going on.
So funny. They're defending
for
Trump
years.
And I showed up one day in Minnesota and go to all these daycares, no children. They're receiving millions of dollars. We uncovered nearly $110 million in fraud in one day.
How do you know that all the allegations that you're making are true?
How do I know that they're true? Well, we showed you guys the...
I care what's happening, Michelle Baker. Who cares what they're wearing? That's not the point. Yes, it is, man. For purpose of this video, I have to pause it and break it down. I noticed that they had on some damn Temu outfits, and this is the feds, bro. Like, this is not your local police. It should said police HSI, man. They supposed to ask, man, nah, hell nah, man. Shit look tacky, man. Looks terrible, man. This shit's Temu as hell, man. What the hell is going on? I'm gonna tell you like this. If I was a small business owner and I owned a damn, let's say, corner store, gas station, bodega, whatever the hell they're called, man, and they came up in there with that shit on, telling me to get down, and I would think they're trying to rob me. That's the kind of shit that goes on. They look like fake cops, man. They don't look like they're official, man. They look like those are the guys that come in there in the damn the Halloween costume cop outfits, try to rob you, tie you up, empty your cash register, take all the damn 30 packs out of your store and shit, man. That's what it looks like, man. Straight up. This shit's terrible. It's tacky.
We showed you guys what was happening, and then you guys can go ahead and make your own analysis.
We're coming so we can make our own
Very
analysis.
fair.
Are you 100% sure you're true?
Yeah, I am 100% sure I'm true.
CNN is looking into Shirley's claims.
Hi, my name's Whitney Wild. I'm a correspondent for CNN.
We reached out to several of the daycares featured in the now viral video. Only one daycare facility answered and said they are
She's
a
validating
legitimate
your point.
business. Have you seen the videos, purporting that some of these daycares don't have kids inside?
Minnesota Republicans say despite the new focus from the Trump administration, they have been sounding the alarm on fraud for years.
We have talked about fraud. We have gotten stories. We've tried to push this forward every way that we can.
At the day.
So this is
That lady look kind of like Kamala, didn't she? Or Kamala.
Minnesota.
Yeah, yesterday in Minnesota.
Wow. And you went back to Minnesota because you just told me that you're working on a part 2 yourself.
Yeah, because there's a lot more fraud.
How much more did you find?
Found a lot more businesses that don't exist. There's millions of dollars. We found a lot. We found daycares with more $1 million daycares. I mean, there's literally hundreds of daycares receiving millions of dollars in Minnesota at this moment as we speak.
So from the first one, you guys were over $100 million of fraud that you found, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the second one, now the recent one that you were there yesterday, how much more did you guys find yesterday?
I have to do all the numbers, which I'll do when I do all my editing, but at least another $10 million.
Another $10 million. Okay, so on the other side, while you're doing this, what caused you, and we see this man named David, right? We keep seeing this man named David, who I think yesterday, he said, if you want to, I'll put $100,000 for anybody that can prove any of this wrong because this is government document. How did you and David, Rob, is this the clip where he says that?
Yep.
Do you want to play this clip of David?
Don't call any patterns.
Anybody want to take me up? You $100,000 if you can.
$100,000.
Disprove my information.
Okay, so give me a copy of what you have, and I can
If you can
do
my
my kind of
information.
thing.
100,000.
Give it here.
100,000. 100,000.
Okay.
Page by page. Keep going. Come on, girl. Just keep your video on it, okay? And just screenshot it while you're going. Let me know when you got it.
All those people out there defending the fraud, and then he gives them the option.
They're defending the fraud.
Yes.
They're not on your side.
No.
How many of those people are on your side right there?
None of those people you're hearing in the background.
Just you and David and the camera guy.
Just me and Dave. Yeah, I was my cameraman.
So who's recording you there?
That's somebody doing a live stream. That's
from them. That's not even yours. That's that Kadra Abshir that's recording you.
Yes.
Got it. So they're recording you, and he's offering $100,000 to prove if any of these things are wrong.
Yes.
So how did you and David get linked up?
David messaged me on Instagram, and out of the hundreds of DMs I get, I just opened David's, and he had all the proof. Because I've known about the fraud happening for so long in Minnesota, since back in June. I've known about the fraud, but it's hard for me to go out and get all the information because they make it very hard to get the information. Luckily, David had somebody inside the Capitol who's been leaking him all the numbers, leaking him all the information.
Somebody from the Capitol?
Yes.
In Minnesota?
Yes. So all the numbers that David has are 100% correct, and also they're on the state. Also, they're from the government, from the state. But David told me he knew the numbers, and I said, okay, I'm coming to Minnesota. Let's do this video. Line out some of the daycares you'd like to go see, because I know about the fraud. I knew
Case,
the
what
fraud
it
was
do?
happening. I just needed somebody like David to come that's lived it, to be able to really solidify my claims and my ideas about the fraud that's happening. And you saw the video. Everything we said was true.
And this is David explaining the fraud, right, Rob? This is in front of Minnesota. Go for it.
Here in the state of Minnesota, especially in Minneapolis. Explain to me what's going on with the daycares.
So one of the things that I've noticed is there's an exceptional number of child care centers that are set up mostly in Minneapolis, but also in St. Paul. And I said, wow, how many kids are there in the Twin Cities? Some of them are by my office, and I would watch, and I said, well, there aren't any kids there. And I'd go to another one, there aren't any kids there, and I'd see just some Somali guys outside smoking cigarettes. So I stopped at one of them, and I said, hey, I'm just wondering, I've got a...
At least he just said they were smoking weed and stuff, man. He's like, yeah, I just seen some, they're smoking cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes with my friends.
A grandson who's looking for childcare, and I wonder if this might be a good facility. And they said, no, we're all full. And they had the door open, and I looked, and there were no kids. There was like a couch and a table with a couple chairs, and I said, well, are the kids out back playing, or what kind of place is this? And the guy said, you go, and he almost pushed me out the door, and then he followed me down the street to my car, and that's when I said, wait a minute, there's something going on here, and that's got to be maybe 5 years ago. This fraud is so massive. When the dust settles on this, it's going to be found to be the largest fraud in the history of the country and probably the world. It's that big.
You can
the ones that I...
Is that true? The genetics is, that's genetics right there? Is that mom?
Yes, that's my
good.
mom.
So now, good for you. You got great genes. You know, she's very comfortable doing this as well. Very cool. So the largest fraud in the world.
One thing I can say though, out of that whole clip, what I took from that whole clip is that Nick Shirley said he's his own cameraman. Like 1 million subscribers of the most watched video on Twitter's history. He recorded that bitch out of his hand, bro. Out of his own hand. Crazy, bro. That's the establishment. What is that what's that saying that they used to say, if you build it, they will come. Nick Shirley, I'm not gonna lie, 110 million views off a damn out his hand is crazy.
In America, on what he's talking about. I hope we get to the bottom of this. So you and David get linked up, and then you just said, why don't we just go interview? That's kind of how it started.
Yeah, I thought when we go, like, we'll walk these daycares, we'll talk to them. But the first daycare we go to, all the windows are blacked out. And I try to open the door, and nobody answered. I ring the doorbell, nobody answered. And that daycare, they had 2 daycares running out.
All right, Sid, have a good day, man. We'll be back live later on tonight, maybe, man. Go, have a good day, Sid, man. You know, I'm just sitting here reporting the news, man. We're going to open the phone lines later. But yeah, Sid, man, you enjoy the rest of your day.
But out of that same building, and they had two different contracts of more than $1 million for these daycares. And I was very shocked to see that the response from the public after that was, oh, why is he going and knocking on these doors? Because millions of dollars are going there. We have a responsibility to know where our dollars are going.
You saying smoke another blunt. Bro, I'm smoking a cigar right now, if you want to know the truth. I'm smoking a cigar right now.
Just went to show that the fraud is insane. And then the people are saying, well, that daycare's closed. Well, how come there's a sign that says it's open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.?
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
So the one that the CNN reporter claimed came after business hours, that you said you came at 11 to 5 o'clock. They have a sign that says they're open Monday through Sunday.
That one right there, the first part in the video.
Open 7 days a week. What is it? Zoom in a little bit, Rob.
I can't because it's a video, but it says open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Has that right on the sign?
Right there, right
Got
underneath
it.
the phone number.
This is the Mako. What is it called? Mako Childcare Center.
Yeah.
Is that another misspelled Mako, or is that really the name?
I don't know, but what's funny about that is there's actually 2 childcare companies inside that same building, but they're not showing the second one, and so they have 2 childcare businesses operating that same
Within
room.
the same place?
Yes.
And how much money are they getting?
This one together over the past few years, they have it right there, but
1.6
combined,
million?
they received over $5 million.
Stop it.
Just that one building alone.
And so what is the business model? Somebody just stays there all day, no kids, and they just take the cash?
Yeah, that's why all the windows are all boarded up, or why they're all blacked out.
Now, let me ask you, Nick, there was a video from 2019. Is it 2019, 2020? You know the video where parents would come, drop off the kids, and then take the kids out a minute later, not even drop them off. Come in, register, then they leave. You know which video I'm talking about, Ron?
Yep.
And allegedly, they were getting paid. That's the one right there. What year is that video from?
It says 2015, March 31st of 2015.
This is from 15
Yes.
that they've been doing this. So this is a surveillance. Can narrate to the audience what's going on here.
So basically what they're doing inside these daycares, I don't doubt that there's one or two or a few children inside these daycares. It'd be very stupid to be receiving millions of dollars and not bring at least a few kids to daycare every day, right? But what they're doing here is they're bringing in children. They're then just leaving after a few minutes of being inside the daycare. And I don't know if this is the same video where it shows the guy giving the cash to the ladies working.
Do you have the audio on there? So there is one that says they're showing that.
Oh, there it is.
Same case,
He's handing
shows
the
a
cash.
man handing out envelopes of what are believed to be kickback payments to parents who are in on the fraud.
Where was the money going? I don't know exactly where it went, but it.
Order for the scheme to work, the daycare center.
You gotta be kidding me. So I'll come in, I register my kid.
Man, PBD talking about you gotta be kidding me, like he ain't never got a kickback or paid a kickback, man. Allegedly, man, I've been seeing some kickbacks being paid. Man, motherfuckers know how this kickback shit go, man. Come on, man. Everybody got some scamming going on, man. You got the jewelers shaving, you got the jewelers not giving you the right carats. You got the jewelers selling fake diamonds and shaving and shit. You got the deli, the people in the damn deli got they scale teared wrong, so you're not getting as much meat as you think you're getting. Man, everybody got a damn scam going on, man. Y'all was on the black folks so bad during PPP, they still arresting folks. You got the politicians scamming. Let's not get started on Congress, man. Everybody got a scam going on. I'm just so surprised that everybody's acting like, wow. Like, I understand it's a lot of damn fraud. It is a lot of fraud, but these people who we know, you know what I'm saying, got some people around and know a little something, man, that's crazy, man. Like, let's be real.
You're able to write them off to make money off of. You send that to the Minnesota government. Hey, I have this many kids. Then they get paid. Then they come and give a kickback to the parents.
Yes.
So the problem with this is
they are. Yeah, hell yeah, they're getting taxpayer money, man. All of me is, man, everybody's getting taxpayer money, man. Man, if you go see that PPP list, man, I seen they said Kim K got $1 million on PPP, man. I seen a lot of people got money on PPP, man. Straight up, man. A lot of people was getting that shit, man. I damn near should have got it.
These parents are no longer going to get payments.
I didn't have a business, though.
Someone's going to call somebody out. And this has been happening for over a decade. It's not like this is a new thing that's happening. How many whistleblowers have been emailing you, DMing you, texting you, getting a hold of you? How many more whistleblowers have gotten a hold of you and David?
Yes, so many people have been reaching out that it's been almost like overwhelming to go through all the messages. But the people in Minnesota are so fed up with this fraud because now finally somebody's actually getting it out to the national level. Because local journalists have been talking about it for years, but they've never been able to get it out to a national level like I was able to do. And so just the millions of dollars, and if you talk about why they're just giving them cash, it's because the money they receive is tax exempt, CCAP funding, and then these women that are working inside these daycares, they're not. My assumption is that they're not actually on payroll, and that's why 81% of the Somali population is on welfare inside the state of Minnesota, is because they don't actually receive a W-2 or 1099, whatever it would be, to claim that they're actually receiving an income. Because if you're running a daycare of $1 million, you should be able to pay your person a salary of at least $50,000, you know what I mean?
But none of that is documented.
No, not that I know of. Because it doesn't make sense why there's so many people on welfare if they're making millions of dollars.
If you have any questions and you want to support the work, because you have to realize.
Man. That's Nick Shirley, man. That's crazy, man. Hold on, chat. Double tap the screen, shut the live out, chat. Hold on, man. I'm trying to find it. I seen that ski resort fire too. I did see that ski resort fire. Damn. Oh yeah, Trump took the National Guard out of the cities. New state laws taking effect today. Let's see what the new state laws that are taking effect today, man. Let's see what's going on. Maybe your state's affected, man. Double tap the screen, share the live. Right? Let's see what's going on with the new state laws taking effect.
But you know, it is a new year.
Yeah.
And on the first day of the new year, new laws across the country take effect, and we're highlighting some of them this morning. Let's go to Virginia, where there, a new law will have children under 16 limited to 1 hour a day on social media. In my home state of Tennessee, social media platforms.
Okay, children under 16, 1 hour of social media a day. Up to a $7,500 fine. Up to a $7,500 fine. So do y'all agree or disagree? Put yes or no in the chat. Yes or no in the chat. Are y'all for it or against it? Yes or no in the chat. Children under 16 limited to 1 hour a day on social media with penalties up to $7,500 in fines. $7,500 in fines for the little TikTok dances and shit.
Required to obtain parental consent before allowing children under 18 to create an account. Joey, in Georgia, where you hail from, limited or prohibited usage of cell phones for students, even out west.
I presume that means in the classroom. I haven't read that law.
Yeah, I think so. That's what it appeared to be geared toward. Out in California, they passed a law that I'm not sure is going to be popular. Plastic bags banned from grocery stores.
Just like New Jersey.
They also have another law where face coverings banned for law enforcement officers on duty. I can tell you, I'm going to guess here, I doubt ICE will play by that rule. That's what that's geared toward. And finally, out in Utah, some DUI offenders to get new ID.
Plastic bags banned from grocery stores in California? What? So they just gonna brown paper bag that bad boy? California going just brown paper bag, man. Costco, you gotta get you a cardboard box and put your groceries in the little damn box. Sam's Club it out, man. No more plastic bags in California. Crazy, man. Oh, that's only at the grocery store. Only at the grocery store. Are y'all for it or against it, man? No more plastic bags in the grocery stores, man. Let me know, chat. For it or against it? No more plastic bags in the grocery stores. And face coverings banned for law enforcement officers on duty. So if you are an officer of the law on duty, you cannot wear a face covering. You said, yeah, so what, man? When was the last time you carried a bunch of groceries in a brown paper sack, dude? You talking about, yeah, so what? Like this shit's the damn 70s. Well, I guess they saying, fuck it. People not buying as many groceries anymore anyway. Shit's too damn hot. So we just gonna make people use this brown paper sack. Where the hell is my charger, chat? Damn, my device is finna die. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Alright, we good. You said we brown bagging it now. One of those things, the brown bags are stronger than plastic bag rips. It's a reusable bag made of plastic. All for no face coverings. Oh yeah, I'm for the no face coverings too. If that's what Callie wants to do. Brown bags are the best. Yeah, I'm not trying to brown paper bag that bad boy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't trying to brown paper bag that thing, man. At least it gotta have the handles on it, bro. You gotta have the handles on it.
With a red stripe and the words "No alcohol sale."
Oh wow!
Wow, that's a big one.
And a finally one there. If you lump in Indiana, Iowa, Nebraska, Utah, and West Virginia, they're prohibiting purchase of soda, candy, and other.
Wow, some DUI offenders are gonna get a new ID with a red stripe that says "No alcohol sale." So if you catch a DUI in Utah, they're gonna give you a damn ID with a red stripe on it, and that bad boy says no alcohol sales. Thank you, Najee. You said I support the cause, but don't trust who's enforcing it. Okay, Najee. Okay, Najee. On which one, Najee? Or just overall? Okay, West Virginia. Is that Iowa? West Virginia, Iowa, Utah, Indiana, Nebraska. Prohibit soda, candy, and junk food with food stamps. No soda, candy, or junk food.
To be paid for with SNAP.
Oh, that's part of the Make America Healthy Again agenda. Why are taxpayer dollars going for junk food and creating that cycle of, unhealthiness, and then we have to pay for the health care, and then the unhealthy food, and then the health care again. They're trying to stop that cycle.
A lot of new laws. We'll continue to talk about that.
Yeah, new laws. I don't know how I feel about all of them. I don't like new laws in general. I'd rather be ungoverned in a lot of ways. But some of these are really geared towards making up the gap where we as parents just start failing. I mean, we talk about children being on social media or even in SNAP. And it's not to pick on people that are low income, but if you don't have enough money to buy all the food you need to prioritize the food that you need. And I think that's what that's about.
It's also about educating, because sometimes you have to know that these unhealthy foods, they falsely advertise that they're
It's
healthy.
not pointing a finger. It's just making sure that the kids involved in that program are being nourished, not just sustained. And that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, and I love that a lot of these laws are geared towards social media because, 10 years ago, parents didn't really have the data we have now about how detrimental these social media platforms are to our children. Hopefully, these will take a hold.
Crazy, man. Damn, that's crazy, man. Alright, chat. Mom Donnie. What else is going on, man? What else is going on? What else is happening, chat? We got this, we got that, we got this, we got that. Not really anything. What did I say I was gonna talk about? Oh, I said I was gonna do that video. Y'all know that there's like a section of the internet. Excuse me, chat. That believes the world ended in 2012. I told the Discord I was gonna do a video on that and cover that, man. How do y'all feel about that, man? The people who think the world ended in 2012. You said, come on, Air Force, what? Here, I'm finna open the phone lines, chat, if anybody wants to call in. I'm gonna open up the phone line. Let me open the bad boys up, man. Open the phone line up, man. Oh, we were supposed to talk about the silver too, man. They saying, there's allegedly J.P. Morgan Chase doing the same damn thing to silver they did back in 2020. What was that, 2021, 2022? Yeah. They saying charts say silver is $71, but the actual prices on the street are much higher. Japan physical silver is $130. China physical silver is $110. The Comex paper silver is $71. So how is that possible? They're saying if the silver charts actually go to $130, several banks are going solvent overnight from the margin called short positions. They're using paper contracts to force the silver price down and to protect them from liquidation. The charts are a lie. We're witnessing manipulation on a scale that's never been seen. Yeah, that's the same thing they kind of did. When was that? 2022, 2021. Yeah, because I think 2021 is when they found the pits in Uganda with all of their gold. Then 2022 is when they was going through their damn lawsuit. said felons should be able to vote. Felons should not be able to vote. Some states felons can vote. You can get your rights back. You can get your rights back.
Call from. To accept, press.
Turn the background down, Lewis.
All right, it's down. Good morning, Plug.
What it do? What it do?
Just watching the show. So, my comments is going to be my comments and my opinion. First of all, childcare fraud been going on for decades. It's been going on for decades. When Clinton came with that program to help single moms get back to work, and they started opening up them daycare centers, and anybody could open up a daycare center in their house, that's when the fraud started. Because all you needed was a child's name and social security number, and you could easily have that child enrolled in your daycare center. I know for a fact that it was going on, because down in Florida, everybody and their mama was opening up little small daycare centers for the kids, and they would send like a representative in, and what would happen is when the representative came, they would have like 18 kids. Well, I think it was like 8 kids was the limit. They would have 8 kids there at the daycare center. Then later on, they went really down to 2 or 3 people was bringing them on. You know what I'm saying? Because what they was doing, they was paying some of the single moms to come and bring their kids over there.
And now this guy, Nick.
So I already know about that childcare corruption and so forth. So I was aware of that for decades. Now, a lot of people don't know military families commit fraud all the time. Did you hear about them saying that all military families is applying for food stamps and so forth? Remember that?
I think I do
well,
remember that.
Why should they be applying for food stamps when the dad is overseas and got $50,000 combat pay bonus? They don't want to tell everybody the truth. The corruptions that's going on, it's everywhere. It's all throughout America. Whites, blacks, Latinos, Somalis, Asians, everybody's committing either healthcare fraud, because out here in California, they have these little clinics, and these Mexican people commit fraud. We hear about that all the time out here in LA. Fraud goes on almost every state, on every level. And then when you made that statement about them jackets that the federal agents was wearing.
Yeah.
Okay. And the screen printers are the people who charge. That was a $200 jacket you was looking at.
I'm gonna tell you like this: that's some more waste, fraud, and abuse than if that was a $200 jacket, because I can get them some more stylish shit for sub $100, man. I promise you, man. These plug sack hoodies, man. These some bad boys over here for $80, man. And this man talking about what did he say? $200, man. Hell no, ain't no way.
Yeah, that's a $200 jacket right there, buddy. I know. I got buddies that with screen printers. And what they do is they put you on a 90-day invoice, right? So, it's like you go through, you have to apply through this government agency, because we used to push that shit down in Florida. You get your name on the list. This was back when Bush was president. You would get your name on the list as being a supplier to the federal government, and then whatever they needed, and they would then let you contact the local agency. You would go ahead and get the printing job, the screen printing job. They went for the schools also. So, you know, everybody was making money off the feds back then. Now they want to investigate, but it's been what?
Hannibal said, what happened to the Minnesota daycare fraud? Shit, that shit still going on. What you mean? The fraud still going on.
Still going on.
What you mean?
The Somalis are scattered all through the U.S., and they pulling the same scam in every state they got a little community in. So if you got 100 Somalis in your community, they got daycare centers and they making money. They making money. They got them in Portland. They got them in Oakland. You see where I'm coming from? Down in Florida. I'm in Jacksonville. They got them in Tampa. So, you know, it's like an outbreak.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Ain't
like a
nobody
disease.
saying nothing about. Ain't nobody. Now it is, albeit it is children involved, so we do got to keep track of the children. Where the hell is them kids? But it's just like putting a damn cow on your land and not having to pay taxes no more. Motherfuckers got that cow, then the cow died. They don't put another cow on that motherfucker. They just keep reporting that they got a cow on that motherfucker. Let's just be real.
Exactly. You know, we paying subsidies for people who grow peanuts. Saying, but peanut butter is $7 on the shelf. Government still paying subsidies to peanut farmers. That's another something. Then look at the health care. So people talking about, well, that millionaire's mom don't deserve it. He should know the laws and the rules is it based on his mom's income, not his income. She paid into the system, so now the system has to pay for her health care. A lot of people who put their moms in those little nursing homes and so forth. My dad went into a nursing home, and we complained about bed sores, and we also complained about them stealing a lot of his articles and shit. Then COVID came, so then we couldn't go into the facility to check on our dad. See, that COVID shit covered up a lot of elderly abuse and shit. That's why, you know, in New York, all them elderly people died, and they didn't report it to the state agency and so forth.
Yeah, hey, whoever this is calling in, I'm going to call y'all back later. Me and Ducey talking right now. Y'all going to have to wait. Go ahead, Ducey.
So, you know, there's a bunch of corruption on all levels, starting from the hospital way up to the funeral home. Remember, they was talking about the people was being charged for a casket, and then as soon as the family leave from the grave site, they would switch out the casket and sell the casket to another family, and then put the remains in a cardboard coffin. So yeah, we finding out about this are them burying the kids.
That's the thing,
stacking them.
though. Jason, you say it's crazy how poor people don't want help for poor people these days, but no one talks about the billions given to rich people. We talk about all of this shit, and it's to the point to where the we can say they're cherry picking these examples. I'm not around the Somali community, but I know one thing for sure: when there's some fraud going on, it's gonna be some spoils of war. And they saying that it's Benzes and paid off houses and restaurants attached to daycares and the food. That, man, listen, man, that's not poor, man. I'm just gonna be all the way honest with you, man. That's not poor people helping look worried about poor people, man. Just gonna be all the way honest with you, man. When you get to looking around and shit, man.
How you think ELON went from
and it's different
making a salary and then being at $30 million and making $30 million and shit? Her assets is $30 million already, and she's
like
only been in Congress for 7 years.
Like, I'm just gonna be all the way real I ain't even worried about her assets, because Congress does that. All white, black, dark, bright, they get money. What I'm saying is this: as an American male, it's pretty damn hard to get some damn help. You got to kind of come in and pick yourself up off the bootstraps, do what you got to do, get you a job, start you a small business, get you some money some kind of way. But if you are coming over here, they got some shit for you, man. They're going to set you up for a while, make sure you're straight for however long till you get your feet set. They probably got some grants and programs. Yes, they have grants and programs from other people, but it's not as streamlined. See, that's the difference here. Information rules the nation, and it's about a lot of this shit is streamlined, not just with the Somali community, but with immigrants in general. When they come over here, there's a pipeline path to success that us as Black Americans just haven't got together yet. Whether it's all the way legit or a little fraud, one thing we can say is that these communities that are coming over here have pipelines to success. They know how to get to the programs, get to the benefits, get to what they need to get to.
Well, you know who I blame for that?
What?
Women. Because when them little Somali women came over, the little Black community embraced them, and the little single moms, the little hood rats was telling them, hey, tell them that your kid is artistic and you get that dummy check. You want to call I can't say retard, the mentally challenged. Your kid got autism, slight autism, so they going to get that check, girl. That shit goes on it ain't just the Somalis. The LGBT community knows about that, knows how to get that dummy check too.
Yeah, they put them kids on medicine that don't need it. That's been going on. Schools are complicit too.
Exactly. You know, you tell your kid, hey, if you play pretend like you stupid, mama gonna get you some Nikes with that check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be real. Yes, Stacy, you said women. Stacy, you can call in. I didn't know if that was you that had just called in, but you can call in. But yes, I'm with Dorsey on this because just from experience, growing up, I seen schools and parents, majority women, because you know how the Black community was when I grew up. Not a lot of my Black friends had both parents in the household or both parents around. So the mom was signing them up for this medicine, man. The ADHD medicine, man. The school will come in there and kid might be talkative or whatever. Instead of, seeing what's going on with the kid, or they'll just try to prescribe a medicine. They try to do me like that as well. But listen, hold on, Dorsey. They tried to do me like that as well, but my parents weren't going for this shit. My parents was like, nah, what the hell is going on? Like, he's bored. Like, he does his work, he's bored. So they ended up putting me in advanced classes. And it was, you see how the scale tips? Had my parents not been proactive, I wouldn't have been in advanced classes. I would have just been on fucking Ritalin.
Right, you would have been the smartest dude in Special K. Thank you. How they doing? That's how they doing it. I don't care. You all can talk all that because my baby mama tried to do that nonsense with my son. Because my son was advanced, he left-handed, so he's advanced in his mental processes and so forth. They tried to say, now this is California. They tried to put my son on Ritalin. Now, I'm going to tell you the reason why the kids got so much energy, because they don't go out and have recess no more. When we was coming up, we had recess 3 times a day. Run around, burn off that energy, and come back in the classroom. Now, you got these kids, they bouncing in their seats.
But you got to understand, too, Stacy, what we saying too is, as Dorsey and I are saying, a lot of the times the kids didn't even take the fucking medicine. The medicine was getting sold. They go in there, put their kids on the damn medicine, and now it's gonna follow them for the rest of their life, and the kids not even taking the medicine. The medicine getting sold.
Thank you. Yeah, so don't sit up here and turn and stick your head in the sand and talk about, no, you women are corrupt. Go to the doctor's office. I don't see no men in the damn doctor's office with the kids. I see women. Oh, don't come with me with that nonsense. See, women always want a lack of accountability.
But here we go, Dorsey. They gonna say, why was the man not there? You as a man, why weren't you there at the doctor appointment?
Cause I was at work. That's
Shit.
why.
Was she working too?
That work.
Somebody had to take off work. See, when it came to me, I can understand their point of view because shit, especially in 2025, we're having housing is so out of reach and out of touch for a lot of people. Both parties work. Shit, what do you mean you was at work? What if she was at work too? Somebody had to take off to take the kids to the doctor. So that's no longer. I'm just saying.
Sometimes I would take off work to take the child.
Say that then. Don't just say I wasn't at the doctor and I was at work. It should say that sometimes I take them too. So now this is parenting.
Sometimes I take them, but you got to remember I was married 5 times, so sometimes I played stepdad.
Okay.
Oh, remember, we went through that thing, the life of Dorsey, right? But anyway, so what I'm saying is, sometimes I would go and take my child to the doctor, and then I'm sitting in there with a room full of women and their kids.
Right.
Bad-ass kids. Motherfuckers, I'm sorry, little brats running around the damn room, and all that. Especially, I ain't trying to be racist, but man, Hispanic kids is some bad little motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie. And that's because their mama fill them up with sugar. You're wondering why your child
Here we
is
go,
fat.
Dorsey.
You
Chill
wonder why
out,
your child's
Dorsey.
hyperactive and
Goddamn.
shit.
Dorsey, come on, man. You going too far now. We got to keep it on subject, man. We ain't going to talk about people, kids, and shit like that. This is the morning show.
Oh, check this out. Ain't they using the kids for the fraud?
Yes, but you sitting here talking about a specific group of people, how they treat their damn kids, man. Chill out now, Dorsey.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to say certain groups, when your child get out of acting, they snatch their ass out of the ear and they take them outside and say, sit your little ass down or beat your ass when you get back to the house. And the kids sit down. I'm not saying no particular group, but we know.
It's like the pot calling the kettle black, because I'm just gonna be real. Niggas feeding their kids hot chips and shit, Takis and shit. So little nigga, that's all black kids is eating right now. It's Takis and fucking little shit like that. I'm just saying. So if we gonna talk about them being overweight, it's like shit. The half our kids not as malnourished, man. They not eating the right shit, man. They eating they living off Takis and fucking what's the Jake Paul juice prime energy drinks and shit.
Oh yeah. Hey, don't forget. Morning rather than the mom cooking breakfast, because I'm going up here to the higher scale people, the middle class people, right? Rather than sitting down and making their kid breakfast or something, they go straight to Starbucks and buy their child a sugary drink. I'm looking at it, and it's general, decade after decade. And maybe they different, but it's still children are not being properly taken care of in their dietary needs, their medical needs, and all their social needs. Now, when they talking about they want to go ahead and put the censorship on kids and so forth and social media, I don't agree with that, because that censorship and American freedom applies for everybody from the age of 1 to 900. You can't tell somebody how much stuff. If you was going to do that, you should have did that a long time ago and said you only limited it so much TV or so much cable. Now that the kids is able to see what's really going on and don't have to believe that nonsense that they tell them in school, because they can see it right there on the spot. Now all of a sudden you want to try to brainwash kids. See, that's some Republican shit. That's some Republican shit, the censorship, because they see that if we don't make these kids aware, we can tell them anything and they can vote for us. That's brainwashing. Censorship. And shit that they do in fascist countries.
Auntie Stella, you right. You say parents who are not on the system are struggling physically, not just financially. Yeah. It's a lot of back-breaking work going on out here, man. I'm not gonna lie. It is a lot of back-breaking work going on.
Yeah. Then, as far as with California, man, we've been paying for. See, this is the part I don't understand. First, y'all was complaining that we was killing all the trees. So then we went to putting everything on in plastic bags. I remember when they switched over to plastic bags. Oh, we saving the trees. That means we don't have to use, cut down trees. We can use plastic products. And they started using the plastic bags, and then nobody was recycling them. I used to go to the grocery store, man. I used to have so many plastic bags in the bottom of my sink.
So that means you was recycling them then.
Say what? What you say, Plug?
Hell, if you had them in the bottom of your drawer, that means you was recycling them bad boys. You was reusing them.
No, I wasn't reusing them because you see, I'm a spontaneous shopper, right? No, I didn't have no plastic bags in the back of the trunk of my car. When you didn't have to pay for them, Plug. Okay, I'm talking about the time when you didn't have to pay for plastic
I've
bags.
never paid for a plastic bag in my life.
Well, here in California, you got to pay 10 cents for a plastic bag.
They can keep that motherfucker.
Right. So what happened is they was like, okay, they're encouraging us to use plastic bags. Everybody started handing out plastic bags. The little Chinese food place, the sporting good place, if it was an upscale place, they printed their own plastic bags with their name on it. Macy's, Nordstrom's, all that, right? They changed their mind. They said, oh, the plastic bags is getting into the oceans and it's killing wildlife. Woo, 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 woo. So now we're going to go ahead and put these taxes on here. We're going to charge for these bags, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Now you got people coming there with their own bags. Like you said, like the little burlap. Yeah, the burlap sack bags, right? So then theft went up. And people was like, shit, I got the bag right here. Shit, I'm going to put this shit in this bag and walk out.
Man,
if you want to see the reality of it, Freddie Dorsey YouTube channel, The Magic Bag. Okay? So, like I said, I seen everything. Now, I ain't no saint, and I'm gonna do what Freddie gotta do. Okay, that's the other person.
All right, Dorsey, listen.
Dorsey gonna take advantage of the system. If he see the system is broken, okay, the same thing.
All right, let me call this caller back, Dorsey. Hell,
call the call back, man. The best damn show on YouTube, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. But let's keep it real. You women are corrupt. Don't sit up there and try to play like you don't know somebody whose kid is diagnosed and you know damn well ain't nothing wrong with that child. All right, Club.
All right.
See you later. Bye.
All right, let's see who called in, man. Is it Stacy? Stacy, is that you that called in?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Oh, they exited that bad boy, man. They didn't want me to call back. Yeah, I forgot how we even got on that. The kids getting on the medicine and shit. I forgot how we even got on that. Alright. Plastic is a carcinogenic and toxic. Yeah, it is. Have y'all ever put a plastic bottle on like a fire? Like a fire, and it blew up like a poof. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it wasn't plastic. Maybe that was like a spray can. Happy New Year, H Buster. we 10 subscribers away from 42,100, man. Our reply was, you see all this wrapping plastic, you want me to pay for the plastic bag to put it in? Real talk. Nah, they want you to pay for convenience, Odin. They want you to pay for convenience so you don't got to carry all of this shit out like a loaf of bread. You know what I'm saying? You're not, or like a baby. You know, you don't want to be carrying your groceries out the store like you holding a damn baby. You know what I'm saying? In your arms and shit. You got your hands holding your elbows trying to carry your groceries out of the store. That's what they charging you for. It's convenience, man. They charging you for that convenience. Oh yeah, he said the Somalis were being told to get their kids put down for special needs to get cuts. Oh yeah, that's what we got into that. Yeah, the black community, I seen that, man. Putting them kids on their medicine, selling them pills and shit. I mean, it's a hustle. It's survival. You know what I'm saying? It's survival. But that shit's affecting the kid, man. That shit affecting the kid. Now, teachers and shit looking at your kid cry. Maybe the kid just needs a little, you know what I'm saying? A little more to do. A little more challenge. Appreciate that, Great Seed. I remember when I was in the streets, I see like whole households, man, all the kids on medicine check. Talking about it's like 4 or 5 kids in the house, all of them getting medication for ADHD. How? All of them, 6 kids, all of them getting them bad boy. Crazy. Shit crazy. Thank you, Purple Rain. Thank you, Grapeseed. You say Putin playing Trump like a fiddle. He knows Trump is weak. I think Putin is playing the long game. Putin knows that Trump has a timeline. Putin knows that Trump has 3 years. It is what it is, man. It's looking to me like Trump finna get out the damn way and let whatever go on. He finna pave the way for America to get out the damn way. And when he out the way, when he's out of office, whatever go on, just gonna go on. China, Xi just said that reunification with Taiwan is inevitable. So it is what it is. We'll talk about that on tonight. Yeah, we'll talk about that on tonight. I'm finna get up out of here though, chat. I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. Double tap the screen, share the live out. We are still 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Have a good day, chat.